The other one is risky for us. So we chant Ramnam mentally for some time. Then we develop this dialogue. You are seated within me. You are making me to pray to you. You are prompting me to...
Swamiji, connection has come.
Can you hear?
No.
Yes, they are saying yes, Swamiji. We can hear now.
Can hear now.
Yes, Swamiji. Yes.
Yes.
This itself shows, perseverance, patience. Papa wants to know, when you are on this job, it is not that easy. Many a time we will get disconnected. We have to keep on persevering. So what comes to our mind is that instead of breaking our head with quietening the thought, with the help of a thought, it will be difficult. Hearing for half an hour in a day will not train our mind. But suppose we develop this mental chanting and then pray to him. You are there, I know. Intellectually, I know. I believe in the words of masters and scriptures that you are there behind my thought, word and deed. Why don't you please make me aware? When this prayer comes with the feeling, we will intuitively feel that it is heard. Until such time, we have to persevere. Even a very serious sadhaka like Swami Vivekananda, when he had this direct contact with Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, and when he touched him, he was able to get a glimpse of the universal vision. And later on, he was prompted to entirely consecrate his life. And such a person prayed, how long should I wait? എത്ര നാൾ ഇങ്ങനെ കാത്തിരിക്കുന്നു ഞാൻ? How many days I have to keep on waiting? Will my life become waste? So like that feeling, that's what we remember, that feeling. So when we pray to him, it should come out with a feeling, not a verbal, not a mental exercise, but it should be soaked in that feeling. You must somehow make me aware, In spite of my telling, you are keeping quiet. Why? Like that, we take him into task. Alone. Nobody need hear. So mental Ramnam chanting prepares the conducive background, mental background for developing this feeling, a prayer with a feeling, and he may not immediately open. In order to test our sincerity and seriousness, he may prolong. But we have been assured by Mahatmas that our prayer will definitely be heard. I think especially when we are taking up In Quest of God for an in-depth study, the powerful message could be developing this dialogue. Initially we may not feel that he is answering. We have to keep on knocking. And in some subtle form he will make us realize that it has been heard. You remember Pujya Swamiji, Padmanabhan Swamiji was telling about that Martin. You remember? So like that, when we pray, we will be able to feel his presence later, though not now. He will make us realize. All of you remember that Martins?
Yes, Swami.
Yeah. Correct. So that means we don't know in what form he comes. That means he is hearing our prayer. We don't have to think that our prayer is heard just like you talk and I hear, or I talk and you hear. No, that is not the hearing pattern. It will be an acknowledgement. It will be a feeling in our heart that he has come in that he has subjected us to go through that experience. Oh, was that God? Like that, we will. So it boils down to this. Somehow we develop this on a daily basis. Dialogue with him. Spontaneity of life born out of pure, free from egoism, always becoming conscious, always hammering that he is within us. He is the indwelling and all-pervading reality. And then, whatever is happening only by his will, and he is there in all forms. Like that, we keep on bringing these dimensions during the period when we intensely try for this dialogue. We started with one-pointedness. So one-pointedness is possible when we try to develop this dialogue. Quietening the mind will definitely happen when we develop this dialogue. And throughout In Quest of God, we find this dialogue, continuous dialogue Papa was maintaining with Ram. Even the second chapter, you remember? It starts with the dialogue. And he could feel that Ram has taken over him completely, and he wanted Papa to undertake this under his direct command, under his direct supervision. And after that, the dialogue starts. O Ram, see, this is how it started. O Ram, when thy slave finds thee at once so powerful and so loving, and that he who trusts thee can be sure of true peace and happiness, why should he not throw himself entirely on thy mercy, which can only be possible by giving up everything he called mine? Thou art all in all to thy slave. Thou art the sole protector in the world. Men are deluded when they declare, I do this, I do that, this is mine, that is mine. All, O Ram, is thine. All things are done by thee alone. Thy slave's one prayer to thee is to take him under thy complete guidance and remove his I-ness. This prayer was heard. Ramdas's heart heaved a deep sigh.
They are asking a question. Yes.
Yes, I am hearing.
What is the difference between dialogue and
Prayer.
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 And dialogue.
difference between prayer and dialogue?
Swamiji,
Yeah.
dialogue is constant, am I right?
Dialogue is constant. Padma says. Padma Java.
Again, let the churning go.
Again.
Try. What is that? What is the dialogue? You try.
I feel both are same.
Okay, carry on with that. We need not break our head, Prayer, by prayer we meant, to develop that feeling. So forget about it. Prayer and dialogue can be one. Prayer and dialogue can be two. Whatever that is okay. Let us not get stuck with the technicalities. What is needed is a channel of communication. Okay, do these words. Channel of communication between the sense of individuality and the inner reality. So what is needed is the channel of communication. Papa defines prayer as the channel of communication. Because it is with a feeling, All our prayers. But we have named certain things as our prayer, For our understanding, we have named certain things as our prayer. And what does that mean? It touches and kindles a feeling in our heart. O Lord of the universe, O Creator, Protector and Destroyer of the world, I come in all humility to thy holy feet. See, there's a difference. With feeling when we say, make me thine and thine only, forever and ever. Thou art mother, master, friend and all to me. Accept me as thy child and servant. These are not merely dialogues, This is to touch and kindle the feelings in us. Because feelings make our move faster.
Gives a constant fellowship.
Dialogue gives a constant fellowship.
So first we have to do this prayer, Ram Nam chanting, prayer, all these things will help to somehow feel the nearness of Him. And then we start. We need not be too much technical about all these words. What is needed is somehow we should have some connection with Him. Everything is right. Let not the intellect go and try to stop our journey, The intellect will play its trick to get stuck in a word and then stop our voyage. So let it not happen. That is why we keep on telling about that feeling. Here also Papa says, O Ram, all is thine, and all things are done by thee alone. Because we say with feeling, when I started knowing myself as myself, after 3rd year or 4th year or 5th year or 6th year, when I started knowing myself as myself, I remember I did not bring anything. Later on, when I happen to know about somebody delivery in our own house or in somebody's, then we know the child has come out and the child does not bring anything. So we also would not have brought anything. So when we say everything is thine and thine only, nothing is mine, it is not a statement, it is out of a feeling. I can say it is mine only when I have brought it. I have not brought anything. Plain truth. That's why he could say, thou art the soul, thou art all in all to thy slave. Men are deluded when they declare, I do this, I do that, this is mine, that is mine. All, O Ram, is thine. All things are done by thee alone. Thy slave's one prayer to thee is to take him under thy complete guidance and remove his I-ness. Even the power to think is given by him. Thy glory, exactly. Prayer, no? The effect of the prayer. I have nothing to ask of you. I am blessed with all that one can hope for, ask for. I have a mind to think, it is thy glory. I have eyes to see, ears to hear, all these are thy glory. I have in front of me a world so vast and so variegated, enough for me to express myself. Again it is thy glory. I can make, I can unmake. All these possibilities are again thy glory. I remember when we say, I can make, unmake. When we were trying to make chapati, the dough is prepared. And when we do this, it doesn't come in the order. Again we do all this dough together. Again we put, Suddenly it comes to us, I can make, I can unmake. All these possibilities are again thy glory, because you are there. You are functioning through my body, through my intellect, through my intelligence, which says, no, it is not in order. I can even make this prayer to you. This capacity to appreciate you is again thy glory. I seek from thee nothing. For you have given me everything. Inside me, outside me. Your presence is something that I can't miss, I don't want to miss. There are the touching points, Inside me, outside me, your presence is something that I can't miss, I don't want to miss. Let thy grace be upon me, not to gain anything new, but to make me see thy glory. In all my achievements, in all my capacities, let me see thy glory. So we all devise now some method by which the feelings are touched and kindled, and the prayer is offered. And we have been assured by Papa, prayer will be heard. If we feel that we have not heard the prayer, that means the feeling is not there to the extent it is to be there. Feelings are very important. That's why we said early in the morning, before we transact with the world, when the mind is fresh, we chant for Ramna mentally for some time, prepare the ground, and then prayer. Papa used to say some shlokas, because shlokas have got a knack of touching and kindling this prayer. And then the dialogue starts. So what is needed is we have to be on this process. And Papa assures us the process will bring out the outcome. It has to bring out the outcome. We should become restless, I've been waiting. Enough is enough. Like that, the restlessness should come. So prayer like this, suppose we during our hours, suppose we try to remember these prayers, that will all add a boost. One like Swami Vivekananda's the prayer. When we heard for the first time, it touched our heart. Not only the tune, the lyrics. And as if he is there, he says, "You are the Almighty Lord of the universe, and I am a most insignificant fellow. So I agree. You will not be able to come and occupy my small kutia." This means, in the sense, not the physical structure. There are a lot of limitations, there are a lot of impurity, there are a lot of things that should not be there. So inside that it is difficult for you to come. I can agree. But so what I am requesting is, at least for some time, if you come and take rest, I will feel blessed. ലോകങ്ങൾക്കെല്ലാം അതീശനാണ് അങ്ങുന്ന്, കേവലം ഞാനൊരു നിസ്സാര ജീവിയും, സാധുവാം എന്നുടെ ചിത്തത്തിനുള്ളിൽ വാഴിക്കുവാനുള്ള മോഹം വൃഥാവിലോ. കൊള്ളരുതാത്തൊരു പാഴ്ക്കുടിലെങ്കിലും ആശയോടൻ ചിത്തം നോക്കുന്നിതങ്ങയെ, അല്പമെന്നാകിലും വിശ്രമം കൊള്ളുകിൽ ധന്യമാം എന്നുടെ ജീവിതം ഓർക്കനി. That sort of prayer, it touches. I take stock of the entire thing. Suppose somebody is coming, suppose a person whom we respect, we will try to make it as clean as possible, Entrance, his room. We will personally go and verify where he is going to stay. As far as possible, we will try to make his life stay comfortable there. But here we know our mind is not that pure. It is still having so many pulls and pushes, and it has not exclusively submitted it to it. All these things we know, but at the same time, he is prompting us to invite him, to crave for him. So then the prayer comes. When once you come, then I will make my apartment all right. then I will know what all is needed. How you will be comfortable. As soon as you enter, suppose you go out, I know something is not clear. So I will try to find out. I will be watching you. Your body language will tell me whether you are comfortable or not. You see, in this way we have to develop this feeling. And once, from Papa's In Quest of God, we find, then once we have somehow caught him, then we are game. Though he may not be explicitly available, we know he is there, he is there, he is there. And whenever he makes us free from the activities, the dialogue will start. This is one of the powerful messages In Quest of God gives us. Because if we start with one-pointedness and all those things, it may, our intellect may be able to get some answers, but it will not give us the experience. It will be an intellectual exercise, because the intellect will halt us unknowingly, and then the purpose for which the entire thing is that will be missing. So we will ask that intellect to keep quiet, and then try to develop this feeling, kindle this feeling through any method that is suitable for us. By remembering how Papa kept on talking to him, by remembering various bhaktas, how they developed that intimacy. Previously, when we were reading, we may not be able to. Now, probably everyone will be able to have some connection with it. Mirabai's talk, when the people who are erudite scholars, when they went and told her that you know nothing about Vedas, you are misleading people, you cannot even chant properly. So smilingly, she did not feel offended. She said, agreed, it may not be in the order in which it should be made, but he can understand my language. Just like a mother can understand the language of a child. It may not be in line with your grammar rules. It may not be in line with the dictums or the modulations. But the mother can understand what exactly the child feels. It is our feelings. Think about it. It is not an intellectual, observation. It is the feeling of experience. So by reading by associating with such experience of the Mahatmas, and intensely, luckily, in Papa's we have got varieties. In Quest of God, if you take every chapter will give something about this dialogue, intimacy. And whenever we are in doubt, just go to the outpouring. It is an exclusive monologue. What is it called? Soliloquy. No other person is there. Papa is talking to him only. And at times, we feel Ram is talking. At times we feel Ramdas Papa is talking as a sense of individuality. And at times we feel both are being witnessed. So whenever we have any doubt about this process, probably we can go to the outpourings of the cave Heart pouring, what is it called?
Heart for
In the cave.
Heart pourings when Ramdas resided in the cave. Just you fold any page, you will find that. O Ram, keep thy slave always absorbed in thee. He is at once thy slave and thy child. O Ram, make Ramdas mad of thee. O Ram, purify the mind of thy slave. Let him not see evil anywhere. Let him not see faults in others. O Ram, have mercy on thy slave. Who is talking to whom? Suppose we become too much technical, we will not enjoy this dialogue. O Ramdas, you are in Ram, out of him. You are everywhere along with him. He is everywhere along with you. He cannot leave you, you cannot leave him. He is tied to you, you are tied to him. You are in his custody, he is in your custody. He cannot do without you, you cannot do without him. He lives in you, you live in him. This particular is enough. Still you are his slave and he is your protector. Then another command. O Ram, destroy Ramdas's desires. Crush them out of him. O mind, be always firm and fixed on Ram. Every other occupation for you is utterly useless. You are nothing, Ramdas. You have no worth, Ramdas. If any good comes to you, it is all Ram's. You are only a piece of stinking clay. Ramdas, you are free. Nothing binds you. You are free like air. O Ram, thy slave Ramdas is thine completely. His life is totally consecrated to thy service. Let the sweetness of the infinite love enter the soul of Ramdas. See now, So take this last portion. That will again put us on the rails of the process. Whenever we are in doubt, whenever our intellect comes and blocks our path, just open the heart pouring caves. Heart pouring in the caves. Then we go through some of the dialogue, then put it on the rails again, then continue our dialogue. So thus we have to sieve, sieve and evolve a method suitable for us. A method by which the feelings are touched and kindled. Yes, today he is giving us the direction like that. What is more important is the feeling. Apart from this, there are so many clues Papa is giving. There is a beautiful article called Call on the Lord. There also he brings it out. Step by step, he is taking us forward. So now we have to leave everything and try to concentrate on this. Probably the method could be when the mind is passive, sattvic, we try to have some prayer, Ramnam chanting, mental Ramnam chanting, prayer, and then the feelings are touched and kindled, and then need not plan anything. Even the style of approach also will be decided by him. So beyond that there is no plan, excepting that Ramnam chanting, that is preparing the ground, and then prayer. Any prayer. And you will mysteriously find such prayers. Just like we read you 1 or 2 or 3, it will come to us. The more we become serious about it, mysteriously a prayer that is suitable for our journey will definitely emerge. How it will come, we don't know. Where from it will come, we don't know. But it will come. In our case, when we probably repeat the words of Papa, universal prayer, it may touch and kindle so many things in us. Because it has come from his heart. Yesterday we showed you, in the poem book, his facsimile, his handwriting. So it was a heart pouring from his heart for all of us. And closes with, make me thine and thine only forever and ever. We have not applied our mind totally on that so far. Now we are praying to him, please make me to concentrate on the prayer. Or make me to bring out your prayer in my own language. Shankaracharya composed so many, na? So these are all the thoughts he has placed before us. Let us pursue it. He assures us it will be heard. So with that hope, we will continue. Achha, then tomorrow we are leaving, so there won't be any satsang tomorrow. Day after tomorrow, Papa willing, we don't know. The place where we go, if the internet, we carry the dongle also, and we know nothing about all these things. Somebody has to ready mix, When you go to the shop, you get now ready mix, sambar mix, upma mix. Like that, somebody has prepared something. The moment I switch on, it will be open. But if anywhere, suppose it gets stuck, I am helpless. I know nothing about all these things, but I will try.
Time.
What should be the timing? What should be the timing?
Same time.
Same timing is okay.
Same time is okay. Okay.
You are convenient.
I have no other work. So I am supposed to be free throughout.
Swamiji, half an hour or 1 hour?
So this timing is okay. Okay. I accept all your condition, but one condition is there from your side. You every day you must tell us what we should share.
Each day, okay.
It can't be a one-way traffic.
You are giving us a homework, Swamiji.
You are giving us homework.
So tomorrow, day after tomorrow, what should be the topic that you tell us immediately after we open? Then there is a two-way traffic. Okay? That will help in our sadhana, your sadhana. Is that clear?
Yes.
Swamiji, Swamiji, half an hour or 1 hour?
Half an hour or 1 hour she is asking.
1 hour, sir.
1 hour they want. Take it. Okay. Provided you bring the topic.
Yes, sir. Promise.
Okay. Hari Om. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Ram 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 Om.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om.
Shri Ram, Jai
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram,
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Hari Om.